I played Hollow Knight Silksong and I can confirm it's real. After waiting years for Hollow Knight Silksong to finally make another public appearance, with its last one being back in 2019, it was finally on show here at Gamescom 2025 and I was able to play it. Building upon years and years of hype, it's only a given that Hollow Knight Silksong is not going to live up to the sky-high expectations that are set for it. But that doesn't mean it's not still amazing. When jumping into my demo, I was greeted with the option to load into two different worlds. Moss Grotto was the introductory world, and then Deep Docks is plucked from later on in the game, just to remind you that yes, Hollow Knight Silksong is still a difficult game. First things first, you're gonna die a lot, like over and over and over again. You play as Hornet, a new protagonist who did appear in the previous Hollow Knight games, and Hornet is very agile and quick, but in turn can't really take too many hits without keeling over in agony. Or better yet, exploding into an entangled fog of pulsating yearning. Shout out to anyone who gets that reference. In turn, the platforming takes some getting used to. You jump slightly farther than you'd expect and move ever so slightly too fast. But once you get accustomed to it, it's perfectly fine. Hornet makes it super easy to traverse the landscape. And by landscape, I mean the same landscape over and over and over again because you keep dying and needing to repeat the level. So yeah, you'll be dying a lot. When playing in Moss Grotto, which is a beautiful green landscape, super unintimidating and really inviting, I wasn't struggling too much. But of course, this is what you'd expect from the introductory level of a game. I was sort of met with little prompts on what the controls were, particularly like the new functions that are in the game. But don't worry, Deep Docks was the proof in the pudding that this game doesn't stay very welcoming and inviting for too long. I was quite limited in my playtime, which meant that I wasn't able to get to any sort of mid-level boss fights, but that didn't stop me from engaging in combat in general. The combat felt smooth and rewarding, and in some instances it could be avoided entirely, which is great for situations where you're trying to run back through areas you've already been past over and over again. However, something that became apparent very quickly is the fact that this game is quite punishing of indecisiveness, particularly in combat. You have to figure out what you're doing at the drop of a hat, or you're probably gonna die. You don't have very long to make decisions. You have to be decisive. You have to know which direction you're going in. You can't just randomly dash and run around and hope for the best, which is probably the reason why I found it so tricky, because I suck at making decisions. Moving on, you'll find that there is an introduction of a couple of new abilities, including a bind trick, which allows you to heal 3 health states pretty much instantaneously, but is reliant on the fact that your silk bar has to be full in order for you to do this. And your silk bar recharges relatively quickly whilst you're engaged in combat, or much slower from other things. But this pairs so well with Hornet's quick weaving combat ability. Jump in, get a few hits in, dash out, and bind to heal up. And repeat. Or don't, if you suck like me. Each time you die, you leave behind a cocoon full of silk, which can also help you replenish that silk meter. You can break it open at suitable times in like combat rooms to ensure that you get that quick bind when you need it. Or you can be ridiculous like me and break it open as soon as you see it, because it's a constant reminder of how crap you are at the game. It's unfortunate that I was only granted a short time with Hollow Knight Silksong. While it seems promising, it's hard to discover anything particularly groundbreaking in such a short demo session, and that really does leave me wanting more. Silksong has a lot of hype to live up to, and I mean a lot. So while this short demo was great, it didn't particularly blow me away. But that doesn't mean the full release of the game won't do so. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Silksong has in store for us when a release date is finally confirmed. Do you guys think Silksong is overhyped, or have you been willing to wait many years to play this game? Let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for more Gamescom videos, as well as other game and tech videos coming soon. Thank you, bye!